Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode what the big companies are really up to. And today we've got a little announcement from Phibro Animal Health Corporation that has got us raising an eyebrow. So, what is the big news from Phibro Animal Health Corporation on the 3rd of February 2026? Well, they dropped a little announcement about their dividend. It might sound dry, but dividend announcements can tell us a lot about a company's financial health and its confidence in the future. Stick around as we break down what this means for the company and its shareholders. And before we dive in, if you like getting these straight up, no frills explanations of corporate filings, make sure you are subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we get into more of these discussions. Alright, let's get straight to it. Phibro Animal Health Corporation, as you can see right here, is the company we're looking at. They filed a report which is essentially a public announcement about what is going on. The key date here is the 3rd of February 2026. This is when the main event they're reporting happened. Now, what is this event all about? It is about their common stock, specifically Class A common stock. Think of stock like ownership pieces of a company. When a company does well, these pieces can become more valuable. And if you are following Phibro Animal Health Corporation on the stock market, you'll know them by their ticker symbol, PASADIS, is how you'd find them if you were looking to buy or sell their stock on the Nasdaq stock market. So, what did they announce on the 3rd of February? They announced they declared a quarterly cash dividend. This is a regular payment that companies sometimes make to their shareholders out of their profits. The amount is $0.12 per S-share. This means for every share of Phibro Animal Health stock you own, you'll get 12 cents. It is not a huge amount for each share, but if you own a lot of shares, it can add up. This dividend is set to be paid out on the 25th of March to those who own the stock by the 4th of March. Now, why is this important? A company paying a dividend shows a few things. First, it suggests they are making enough profit to comfortably share some of it with their owners, the shareholders. It can be a sign of financial stability and confidence from the company's leadership. They believe they will continue to be profitable and can afford to distribute some of that profit. It is like a small reward for sticking with the company. Phibro is essentially saying, we're doing well enough to give you a little bit of cash back. They've also filed the actual press release where they made this announcement as an exhibit. Think of exhibits as attached documents that provide more detail about what is being reported. This particular exhibit shows the official announcement of the dividend. And then there is exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file. This is a bit more technical, but it basically means the filings are also made in a digital format that computers can easily read and process, which is key for transparency in the financial world. Finally, we have the signatures. This part is like the official stamp of approval. It shows that the company's authorized representatives, in this case Judith Weinstein, Senior Vice President, General Counsel and Corporate Secretary, have reviewed and approved this report. It's the company's way of saying, yes, this is all true and accurate. Looking at this dividend announcement of $0.12 per S-share, it is a modest amount, but it is consistent for many established companies. It doesn't represent a massive payout, which might indicate that Phibro is prioritizing reinvesting profits back into the business for growth rather than distributing a large chunk to shareholders. This could be a strategic choice to fuel future expansion, perhaps through research and development, acquisitions, or expanding their market reach. It suggests a management team focused on long-term value creation. The fact that they are paying this dividend consistently, as this filing implies by announcing a quarterly dividend, signals financial stability. It means they are generating enough operating income to cover their expenses, debt obligations, and still have enough left over to reward shareholders with a predictable stream of income. This can make the stock attractive to income-focused investors who value regular returns. Now, for my take on this, what does this all mean for Phibro Animal Health Corporation? On the surface, a dividend announcement like this is generally positive. It shows the company is healthy enough to return some cash to its investors. However, the amount itself, $0.12 per S-share, isn't earth-shattering. This could mean that while the company is stable, it might not be experiencing explosive growth right now, or it is choosing to keep most of its earnings to reinvest in its operations. This isn't necessarily bad, it could be a sign of smart long-term strategy. The risk here is that if the company's underlying business performance falters, even a modest dividend can become unsustainable. Conversely, a well-executed reinvestment strategy could lead to much larger dividends and stock appreciation down the line. Investors will want to keep an eye on Phibro's overall financial health and its growth initiatives to see if this dividend is a sign of sustained prosperity or just a small perk from a solid, but not dramatically growing. Business, the world of animal health, is competitive, so Phibro needs to keep innovating and expanding its offerings to stay ahead. Alright, that is our quick decode of Phibro Animal Health Corporation's dividend announcement. What is your take on this dividend? Does it signal strength or a more measured approach to growth? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this breakdown was helpful, hitting that like button really supports the channel. And subscribe for more of these deep dives into corporate filings, and don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Decode.